Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Trauma, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Destiny 2 and my experiences with the game so far. It's officially been out for, I think, 3 weeks now, a little under 3 weeks. And I've been playing it pretty much nonstop, like 12 hours a day. It's been pretty ridiculous. I'm definitely enjoying the game, and I think it is important to preface what I'm about to say in this video with the fact that I am enjoying this game a lot. I like the game. I think it's a good game. But this is going to be more of a criticism video just because I want it to be the game it can be and not the game that it is right now. So like I said, I've been playing it a lot. I have all three characters, Hunter, Titan, and Warlock, around like 300 light. I think my Titan is 304, my Warlock is 303 or 304, and then my Hunter, which I made today, is about 300 to 90-ish, somewhere around there. So, like I said, I've been grinding a lot, obviously, and I actually had another Titan too that I made. So I've actually made 4 characters since the game came out, and the Titan obviously was also, I think, like 303 or 304 light. So, yeah, I've been playing it quite a bit. So the things that I want to talk about, like I said, will be criticisms. First one being, and I think someone said this on Reddit, and it was a really good way to put how I feel into words, in that it is Destiny 2 is a mile wide and an inch deep. So basically how I took that is there's this giant open world with a lot of stuff to do, and I say open world like not like World of Warcraft open world, but Destiny open world, all right? Obviously not the scale of a lot of open world games, but you guys know what I mean. So it's this big world. There's a lot to do, but there's not a whole lot of reasons to keep playing these activities over and over again, and that is the problem. I like the content. I like what's there, but when you do things like having set rules on weapons, it takes a lot of not only the enjoyment of getting like that perfect god roll out of the game, but it also, like, once I get a gun, I'm just like, oh, well, I got the gun now, so I guess I'm done with that. Like, I can't really think of any guns that I really want right now that I don't have. Like, it was the Uriel's gift for a while. I chased that around. I finally got one today. But for another example, like, we did trials this weekend. We did one flawless run. I have almost all the weapons for trials. I have the pulse, I have the scout, I've got a couple of the auto rifles. I don't have the hand cannon yet. I don't know what else there is. I think I'm just missing the hand cannon. So I have all of these trials weapons, which, if you think back to Destiny 1, like, I mean, you go flawless once and you got, like, well, you got a drop at 3, a drop at 5, and a drop when you go flawless, which is the adept version, and they're also different. There's no real difference between the flawless versions and the non-flawless versions. There are some subtle differences in the armor, at least that's what I read. I can't really tell for myself. Apparently there's like a small glow on some of the armor for flawless, and it's not there for the non-flawless. But overall, for the most part, it looks pretty much exactly the same. And same goes for the raid. And this is another thing. Speaking of the raid, I hate the fact that it revolves around like this token system, which, by the way, when you get the tokens, they don't even drop at like your current light. It's not smart loot when you do it, when you turn in loot with the tokens. So basically, if you don't know, you get these tokens when you complete an encounter in the raid, and then you take these tokens and you take them to a vendor, and then you exchange tokens for loot. So basically, if you get drops in the raid, which are very rare now for some reason, I don't know why they're so rare. I've been getting kind of lucky, but a lot of people in my fire team have been complaining because they don't get anything. That loot in the raid that you get from the drops is smart loot. So it goes off your light. It says, okay, this person is this light, so it should drop between, you know, this light and this light to up their light. Now, when you do it with tokens, like I said, it doesn't do that. It just drops. I don't know what that system is. I think it's similar to what legendaries are, just like a normal legendary. So that's pretty horrible because a lot of people aren't getting drops at all. And then when they turn in their tokens, they're getting things that don't even increase their light. Also, the raid gear doesn't have any raid perks at all. Like if you look at Destiny 1, how you would have like the Wrath of the Machine gear, if you were holding one of the charges, you would have increased armor. That's something that's really cool. The Wrath of the Machine raid gear was really good because I always felt like when I was going in to do Wrath of the Machine, I was like, okay, I definitely want to have the Wrath of the Machine gear on. It improved like what you could do in that raid. Like there was a reason to have that armor on other than it just looks cool. And the raid armor does look really cool, and I do think the raid is one of their best raids they've ever done. I just think the way they did the loot honestly could be improved upon. Honestly, I think a big thing is that I know Destiny is a casual game, and the majority of the player base is casual players, and that's fine, but at the same time, there has to be something in the game for hardcore players and even casual players that are able to put in, you know, more hours than the average casual player. I think there are a lot of players that are already feeling like they're running out of stuff to do. I really think what this game needs is something for hardcore players, and I know I'm probably a bit biased in this. I think it needs something for hardcore players to get on and do every day. Something that they can get on and grind for. Something that every player isn't going to be able to obtain. Like, I know that might sound shitty to some people that don't have the amount of time to put into Destiny, but I mean, look at things like Overwatch, for example. So when you play Overwatch and you finish in a certain competitive tier, you get like a different border and stuff like that. That's probably a horrible example. I don't even really know that much about how the system works in Overwatch, so this is a horrible example. But my point is give me something to stand out from other people. Like in Trials in Destiny 1, you got these really cool flawless ornaments. They were fucking awesome. They looked really good. And it was hard, really hard to go flawless in Destiny 1. Like really hard. And I consider myself to be okay. Like I'm not amazing at PvP in Destiny. Like I'm okay. I can hold my own. I definitely feel like I'm above the average player. And I still really struggled to go flawless consistently in Destiny 1. And now it's connection-based matchmaking. I don't know if there's anything else in that system for matchmaking. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm pretty sure it's only connection-based, though, and it's really easy to go flawless. Like, we lost our first match of the day because we were just, like, getting used to the map, and the people we were playing against were actually really good. So I didn't want to take anything from them, but after that match, we didn't lose a single game the rest of the day that we were playing Trials. We went flawless, and then we kept playing, and we just kept winning like nonstop. It was really easy. So they made it easier to go flawless and also nerfed the rewards that you get for going flawless. You know what I mean? So it's easier to go flawless, and you get not as cool stuff for going flawless. And I feel like that's not the right direction for the game. So like even if they would just add a competitive like ranking system for PvP to where sort of like Halo, you know, they're familiar with Halo, I'm sure Bungie is, right? To where you just get on and you try and get your rank up. You know, you try and get your 50s, you're 50 in MLG, you're 50 in snipers, you're 50 in whatever the fuck else there was in Halo. I don't remember. So just stuff like that to where you can set yourself apart from other people and get something that not every player will be able to get. Like I really wanted a 50 in MLG. That was like the top of the line thing you can do in Halo 3 aside from like having a recon. And I never obtained it. I was so bad at Halo 3. Like I think I got up to like a 26. That was like the best I could do. And I tried really hard and I never obtained that 50. But I still got on very frequently and wanted to get that 50. You know what I mean? It's not like it set me like fucking packing my bags and not playing the game anymore. I still wanted to obtain it because it was a good game. So if you have a good game, like people are still going to play it even if they can't obtain everything they want. They're still going to try. So I think that's what this game needs, really. Like I said, I do like the game. I just think there needs to be a little more depth in the way of things you obtain and how you obtain them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully, you guys don't think I'm shitting on Destiny. I still am enjoying playing the game. I've been streaming it a lot. If you guys want to watch that, twitch.tv/traumatized will be in the description. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.